out in your session, this appending? Please confirm.
Mom's clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So just to repeat, whoever missed the recording session, I'll just repeat this point. Okay. So in the case of appending the list, a linked list, so always the list comes with a two part. One is with a single link will come with the data as well as the address, that is a link for us. So initially it will check for the, what it will do, if initially you are creating a data and it founds the head to be equal to null, then it will create a node and number, whatever data you give is stored at that particular position, and the link part, link is here, the link part is appended with the null. Okay, so this is for initial creation of any of the new node is created like this. Okay, so for example, I want to append another node kind of, or I want to insert another, not insert, I should say append. So when I want to append the another node kind of, then initially it is pointed by the header. So it will be, in this case it's a 2000, and it will travel until it finds the link. Where is q? Q is 2000, 2000 link is here until it finds the, if I got a linked list having say 10 elements, it will travel all those until it finds a null, because we are doing a append. So at the 11th point it will append, and it will insert, or it will create a node and it will add here. So it will travel. This while loop does that. Okay, so in this case there is only one node for me. I want to add one more node here, so it finds at the beginning only. Okay, so it will come out of this while it doesn't go to this here. So it will create a node which is a structure for us, and this node has two part, data and a link. When it is a data, it will store the value, that is say 30 or whatever the value, and this newly created link will be having a null value. We are storing a link as the null because it's the end of that list. Okay, and what you're trying, this is very essential for us. Okay, so what you, where is this q? Q is, if you see here, q is here it is. Okay, so if it is at 2000, so this link previously it was at the null, now it will be storing the the whatever newly created data, whatever the node address. Okay, if you have many element here, it will be updated, the q link will be added here. See this point, it will append the address. In the given example it is at the first here, but if you have many element, so you are pointing until the null value is found at in the link, and the last node address will be taken here. Okay, so that is how the while loop works here. I hope it is clear for you. Okay, so this is for the append. Now let us go for the next one, add at the first. Okay, so it is very simple. Okay, what you have, say for example, I'll take the same example. Already consider you have one list, okay, one element which has two values. One is your say any value 5, and some address, say for example it is, I have two elements here, say this is 4, and this address is say 5000, and this is the head for me. Okay, so I have two list and it is pointing here. Okay, so this is null for me. Okay, I'll just put a null here. This is a null symbol. Okay, so I have two elements here. Now what I have to do, I have to add at the beginning here. So what I have to do, I have to add at this position here. And where is this? I say for example this address here, it is 2000. And what is this address? It is always pointed by the head. Remember, in a linked list, this is very important. Head should be storing the initial, the part of the initial starting point of a link. Okay, otherwise we'll miss whole the list itself. Okay, now what you're doing here, you're creating a new node. Directly you're creating a new node. This is a structure for me. Whenever node is created, two parts are there. I'm inserting a data directly, and what I'm trying to do here, q is this header value, this part. So I've created, anywhere it can be stored. So don't think it is a continuous location, it can be anywhere. Okay, so I'm storing at, say it is at 8000. Okay, so this data, say for example 3. Okay, 3 is inserted data, and what I'm done, initially I have a head value as 2000, right? So this value is stored here 2000, and whenever the new node is created, see this q is nothing but address for me. Okay, it's a pointer. So this header value, now head is not the 2000, now head becomes the 8000. So head is replaced with the 8000. So I have, at the beginning I've added this list. So how it is working, this is the first element of first node, and it address, the next address is stored here, 2000 is stored here, and when you travel to the second node, that is fifth, this one 5, data will be 5, and the address it is here, and from here it can go to this particular node, and it can get the value of data, or the it is the end of that, because it's a null here. I hope it is clear for you. Okay, so this is how you do the insertion. You can call as insertion at the first, or you can say add at first, all means the same. It's very simple one here. Now you can think add at the end also. It's very simple, only null value has to be changed. Okay, what you have to do, if I want to say add at the end, if I want to have create a node, change this address, instead of null you have to change to the new node whichever you created, but this end whichever you created has to be stored with the null. So that is how you are going to do it at the insertion at the end, but header will not change at that point. Okay, head will be this only, you are inserting only the tail part here. Okay, so now we'll see one more event, that is the add after. What do you mean by add after here? After particular, I have, say for example, I have two, for to give the example, I will take list something like this. I have already 3 elements. Okay, I'll take 2 cases. Okay, so I have 3 nodes. 3 nodes are there. Say I'll take any example, some values. These are the values, data for me, and the address I have to give. This is, I'll just take, it is a convenient for me. You can take any values, no issues. Okay, so what is happening in a linked list? This is how it is stored. Okay, so I'm storing the 3000 in this link, so it refers to this and it will come here. Okay, now remember, always this will be pointed by the head. Okay, don't forget this, without that it will not work. Okay, and you have a null here. Okay, so this is how the linked list is. Okay, now I want to add. Okay, we'll take 2 examples. Say for example, I want to add at this position. Okay, after this one I want to add it, say for example. Okay, you can add, we'll check all the condition. So I want to add in between this two. Okay, so what I'm trying to do first is always the q is a temporary value which is storing now 2000, because I'm pointing to the header here. Okay, now what happens here, where I want to insert this number, you are passing what is you want to add, that is the data you want to add, and at what point you want to add. Say for example, I say this is the first node, this is the second node, and this is the third node. Okay, so I want to add at the after first. Okay, so I will be 1, but I'm checking here I less than 1, after 1 I want to add, so this will not enter here. This whatever the, what do you say, this for loop will not be entered, because this condition is not met. So what you're doing here, you're creating one node. Okay, t is created, so any data you can think of. Okay, so I've added a data. Okay, now what is important is this point. Okay, this is very important. Where is this t link? T-link is nothing but this is your node, what you created. Okay, where is this q-link now? Q-link is nothing but, you see here, it is a head, it's a node here. So it is pointing to this, its link is here. Okay, so what is happened here? This, it is pointing to the 3000. This 3000 is now stored at this point. Okay, then q-link, where is q-link? It's this position, this particular position. Instead, initially it was storing 3000. Now it is appended, say it is now some value, say 8,000. Okay. Now instead of 3,000, okay, now it is storing the 8,000. Okay. So basically you are recreated the link like this. See, initially it was connected in all these like this, but when you want to append at that particular point, or you want, sorry, append, it is not append, it is adding at particular after some point. So you are taken a first element. After first element, I want to add here. So initially it was 3,000 was stored, but now when you create a new node, its address has been modified as the whatever the second element's value, and here it is being replaced by the new node address. Is it clear for you? Students, please answer. Do you want me to repeat? Is it clear? Students? Okay. This is in between. Anytime you can do that. Now, let us take one condition. Say, for example, I want to add at 4th position. Okay. But you should check whether your elements are sufficient for that, because you don't have how many elements are there, or we'll see that at this position. So what you're trying to do, you're coming to this I equal to 1. Your initially it is head is here. Say for example, I want to add at 5th element. You should print this message. Basically that is what I want to check here. Okay, so what you're trying to do, initially it is at 2000. So the I is 1 here. Yes, it is less than whatever point. So Q is 8,000. It will point here. So it is not null. So this point, whatever the Q is not null here. Okay, so it is pointing to 8,000. So not null. So it will go back. Okay, what it does, it will be again the your I plus plus. It will do the next one. So what it is doing here, you just check again the Q. Whenever you are making a link here, you are assigning this 2000. 8,000 is assigned. Instead of initially it is at 2000, now it is at the 8,000. Its 8,000 link is nothing but 3,000. So it is not null. So it will again go back here. And in this case, it is at the 5,000. It is not null. But when you reach to this point, it is null, and your this whatever you want to find, the elements are whatever you want to go add at particular point is more than this. So you're checking that it is found to be null. Then you're printing that there are less than whatever you have mentioned. Okay, so you can't insert basically, or you can't add after this particular point. I hope it is clear. So in this case, add after, you are trying to check up, you want to check whether you can at any in between node, you can just insert the values or insert the node, basically I should say that. And you have to check whether you can add at particular point, and there is no length of this list itself is lesser than where you are specifying. So you're trying to take care of all the conditions. I hope it is clear. Okay, this is similar to, now you can observe, compare the difference between insertion with the your array, insertion with the linked list. In case of insertion with the array, what you have to do here, what you're doing, you're just changing a pointer value. You're not doing anything. You're just, instead of 3,000, now you're replacing with the 8,000. It's new node value. That's all. But in the case of your array, we have done earlier also, you had whatever was there, because it's a continuous location, you have to put all of them, go shift by one position and insert the new element like that. Okay, so that is the one you require to take care in a array insertion. So it is, if the array length is, as we see that array length is very big, okay, 1,000, 10,000 or something like that, then a shifting will be a cost. Okay, so we'll be having a time consuming. But in the linked list, let it be a nth element or whatever the value, but it will be increasing here. Okay, in the case of add after, it is going to be, because you are going to for loop here. Okay, so that will increase. But in any case of this insertion, if you see, just see the insertion, you're just changing the pointer values, not much on that. Okay, but here the n, yes, any doubt? The insertion value, if you are going with the inserting, okay, you're just checking here, but you're not shifting the value as in the case of your array. You're not shifting one by one all the element. You are not bothered with the position of this elements, because just changing a reference of that. So the cost effective or complexity or time consumption with the linked list will be lesser compared to the array. Okay, hope it is clear for you. Now let us go for the another one. This is very simple. Okay, so here you're trying to do the display of that. Display is very simple. Initially you're just checking the there is no node only. You just created what to say, the object, but there is no node at all. So this is the null value, because always you create a header with a null value. Okay, so there is empty, so you have to printing here. Okay, so in the case of the next, if there is the header value, so what you're trying to do, if there is a value already, so you're checking until you find the null in this. Null will be at the end position of your linked list. So you're just appending the queue to queue link. So it is going to the next address of that, and you're just counting here, okay, or displaying C out for this. Similarly, if you put a counter here, that will become a counting number of element in that. I hope it is very simple. There is no much this one in this. So similarly for a count, as I told, in the for loop, you just put a C++, that is nothing but count, incrementing a counter here. So end of this for loop, it will give me the how many elements are there in that, because you are traveling the whole linked list by using this queue link. Queue link is nothing but address of a next value. I hope it is clear. Am I fast? Is it okay? Is my face is okay? Students, you can respond.
Yes, ma'am, it's fine.
Okay. So that is about the count. Now let us, this is very important. Okay. What we are trying to do is delete, where I'm basically searching a particular data and deleting that. Okay. So let us take, I'll take the same example, just not to make complex. I have 3 nodes. As I told, I have a data and a link for me. Any data can be fine. I'll just taking a random value here. Okay, but address has to be kept here. This is say 2000, 3000. Don't worry why I'm taking only this value. It is just for a easier this one. Okay, so but what you have to understand, it is not continuous allocation. Okay, it's a randomly available data, address structure basically. Now what I'm trying to do, I have to delete. Say for example, I want to delete, I want to search the data. Say for example, my query will be, I want to search the data where you find the 1. Okay, data is equal to 1. Okay, okay, data is equal to 1. You delete that particular node. Say for example, I want to implement that program. Now how it will be working, we'll just see that. Initially, if you see the first line, q is equal to head. Head is always this pointer. Okay, the initial part of that. So it is pointing to 2000. First you are trying to say if head is equal to null. That happens only when there is no list, it is empty for us. So that is the first if condition. So I don't go to that. So next one is if q data equal to null. So you're just trying to 2000. So q is nothing but 2000. Its data is 5. Is it equal to 1? No. So it will not be, it is not equal to here. So it will not go here. Okay. So what it is done, if it is there, then only it will come here. Okay, so in this case it will come to this. So is it equal to null? No, it is not equal to null here. Okay, so it is not equal to null. So what happens here, what is this is happening, just check. See, in this case it is not null. Okay, so it is not null. So you are just checking q data, that is nothing but 5, is not equal to num. Okay, so it is not going to work here, it will not go here. Now what is happening here, it is r link, this will not be executed because it is not equal to num here. Okay, so what is done here, it will come to r is a temporary data. Okay, temporary node basically. R is equal to Q is 2000. Okay, and what happens to Q here? Q is nothing but you are relocating. Q is equal to Q link. That means now initially it was 2000. Its 2000 link is here. Okay, so this is 3000. Say for example, it is pointing here. Okay, so just take it. Okay, so this Q link is appended. The Q is appended with the Q link. So now what has happened here? It becomes a 3000. Okay, so it is execute until it finds a null here. Okay, so second iteration, what has happened? You have sent the data is equal to null here. Okay, so what is Q data? Now Q is pointing to 3000. Okay, so its data is nothing but 1, and this condition is met here. So in this case, R link. Now what you are trying to do? R link. See this. Pay attention. Now R link is here. Okay, R is pointing to 2000. R link is here 3000. Okay, so what is happened here is equal to Q link. Where is Q now? Q is pointing to 3000. See this. You are appending R link. Okay, or I can say R link is here. You are appending R link equal to Q link. Q is now pointing to 3000. That is nothing but link is 5000. Are you able to get? So basically you are trying to map to this. Okay, so initially it was linked to the 3000 because R link, when I say R is pointing to 2000, it was link is nothing but a 3000, this part. Now I'm going to delete this and I want to point it to the another one. Okay, that's what I have to do here. So R link is pointed to the Q link, that is nothing but a 5000. Now you are trying to delete this. You want to delete this. So what is done here? At this position, you have stored the 5000 and this is changed. There is no change in this. It is whatever it is stored, it is stored. It is null if it is storing, it is storing a null. So you basically removed the link here. It is you are just removed the value what was stored in at this position. Instead of 3000, now you delinked this 3000 value to 5000. That's all. Is it clear for you, students? Is it okay? The pointer, it is more mainly on a pointer changes, or you are playing with the pointers here. So let me, please, can you confirm? Is it okay? You want me to explain again? Is it okay? Students, is it okay? Any questions? Yes, students, any questions? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is how you are searching for particular data, and whenever you find the data, you are deleting that particular node. In this case of, if you observe addition, deletion, or any kind of this, you are just changing the value what you stored in a link. Okay, the node in the node part, there is a link here. So that is been address is being changed. That is what the you are doing with the linked list. Okay. Now let us take the destructor. Destructor is because it's in C++, you have a provision to add a constructor. We have already seen that we are initializing with the null. Now in the case of a destructor, what you are trying to do, you are and if you remember C++, there can be only one destructor for us. So you are just checking if there is no you are just checking the destructor, whatever the values are there, all those whole travel, because it is the linked list. I have a, say, 3 elements or 3 nodes are there, you have to delete whole things there. So one by one you are deleting that address, you are removing that particular deletion. This will just delete the, if there is no you just have a simply empty link. Okay, so but if you have a linked list, say for example 3 element, 4 element, because they are arranged in different memory allocation, you are traveling to all of them and deleting. Basically you're releasing a memory in those places. So this part has to be implemented for a destructor. I hope it is clear for you. Okay, now that is about a singly linked list. Now let us take a concept on the doubly linked list. So what is addition in the doubly linked? Here it is being showed very well. So initially it is storing with a null, because this particular first part will be the previous one. What is there previous? Nothing. So it is a null. So always the first node initial, the previous part will be null, and there is a data provision and it will store the next value. Now if you come to the end value, there is a previous value, but and the next value will be null. And if you remember, if you see the compare with the first your singly linked list, you don't have the provision for a previous value, and this remains the same. Okay, so the next value, the end of the your list will be stored in any of the linked list. You will be having a header which will be addressing to the first element, first node. This is a must. If you miss this header value, you can't get any one of this memory allocation, because this one will store this and this will store here. Something like a treasure hunt. If you find the first another clue, then only you can go to that particular clue kind. Okay, so this is the important structure of your doubly linked list. Now let us go for the sum operations. How it is different for the structure here? If you see, in a singly linked list, we have only the data and we have the link here. Okay, but in the case of this particular structure, if you observe, we have to keep two provisions: one to refer to the previous, one to refer the next one. So we are creating a two pointer. One is first and one is the last. Okay. So this is how the structure is made, and this is nothing but your doubly linked list. So it's a simple constructor. You can say default constructor also. So there is nothing. You're just creating a node whenever. Okay, initially you're creating that. So you can put a here it is the one more this one, because you are trying to, what is done here, if you observe the class one class representation, this information whatever the implementation is declared outside the this. That's why the scope resolution is put here. Okay, even you can do this here only directly. Okay, so there is no issues. So what is important here is, whenever you create an object of a doubly list, you are making first and a last pointer as a null. This is a difference when you do the for the your singly list. You have only one pointer head. Okay, you don't have a last as such, because you don't have to travel fro and back. Okay, so you don't have the forward and backward in the case of singly linked list, but it is true for the doubly linked. So you have two pointers here, and both are initialized whenever you construct them. Okay, and these are the operation what we can do. Now let us take one by one. So this is very simple. Okay, you're trying to search a node. Okay, so you're trying to say the what kind of what is the node you want to check here, which is the you want to search for particular node here. So what you are trying to do, you are sending a number, and your first whatever, whenever it is initialized. Okay, you remember we have created a first and last node with the null. So if there is no element itself, there is no point in searching in that. Okay, so what you're doing, you're just displaying is at empty here. So in the next case, for say for example, I have three elements, say two elements, whichever the linked list I have. So initially you're pointing to the first. Okay, so always the first is nothing but a pointer, and until what you are traveling until the null is found. Where is this null? Until the pointer is going to the null here. Okay, so you are traveling to the next here until the next value is null. That is what you are trying to check. Okay, so that is the for loop what you are trying to put here. Now what you are trying to search here, say for example, I'll take example here. I will just put a, remember I have three parts has to be there. Okay, the first part will take the previous element, and the data is in between. I'll just go in the same concept. So data is there. I have say 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, So what is this is pointing, next is pointing to the this one, okay, and what this is pointing to the previous one. I hope it is clear for you. Is doubly linked. So this address, whatever the value, will be the address of this, okay, and here you can find the next element address. And what about this? It will be storing the null here, and this will be storing a null, okay. So this is your null, okay. So it is initial part, but always head is here, the first, okay. First is storing, or header, when we see the your concept of a single linked, it is a head. Head should be always store the starting point, the address of this, okay. So again, I'll take an example of say some values. Why I'm taking a different this one? See, it is not continuously allocated. Any value is fine for me, any address value. So some random address value I have taken here, okay. So in this case, it will be stored at this position. It will store the 7,500, but at this it will be storing the 5,000. Okay, that is how it will be storing that value. Okay, now what it is trying to do? If data equal to num, okay, so I want to search the element 2. Okay, so it will first, it will come here. This is the header. It will point to this, and what it does, it takes a number, whichever element here. It is not equal to number. So what it does, the counter is increment, not the counter. Here we are just going with the q next. So what is the next value? Next value, it is pointing to the 5,000, because you are at the first node, and the next value of that, whatever is stored, is 5,000. So q next will be 5,000. So once it is done, its data, whatever I have here, this is nothing but your 2. So it is equivalent to what you are searching. So once you find that value, you are returning from there. Okay. Now, if the search element at the end, then you are giving at this position. But if you are trying to say next value here, if it is null here at the, if you want to see whether it is end of the this one, it can't go to the next value. So you are coming out of this for loop whenever you find the next. This next is equal to null. Okay, at that point you are coming out of this for loop. I hope it is clear. So basically you will be having a structure which can take two addresses. One is for the previous value, one is for the next value. So it is almost all simple, same as a single link, but you can come back. If I, from the 5,000, I can go searching in the forward direction or the backward direction. That is not possible with the your singly linked list. That's the only difference. Otherwise, if you see the any operation, you're just going ahead. If you're not using any travel back kind of, or going to the backward, there is no change in operation. It will be similar to your singular linked list. Okay, but when I can use I can make a use of this previous pointer. If I have got a bigger data and I want to go in a sort only in the first part of that, or 15th part from, or particular number or something like that, where I can go front also or the back also, kind of operation I can go here. Okay, so that is the point here. So in this case, we have done with a search a particular node. Okay. Now, what this is similar. Count the number is how many are there. Initialize that to the 0 and go until you have you find the q equal to next equal to null here. Okay. The moment you find the null, you are coming out of that. So counter is incremented till the you find the null in that. So it is simple as they were incremented, similar to your singly linked list. There is no making your use of a previous, so you don't have any similar to your singly linked list. Now let us go for the what is this? Add. Okay, you are trying to add a node. Okay, you want to insert at the beginning. Okay, that is what you have to do it. In all of the insertion deletion, you should check whether it is the list is empty or not. Okay, that is a condition what you have to do it. Okay, so you require to do the same condition here. And if you remember, in a single linked list, we created a node. Okay, what you are doing, you are inserting at the beginning. So beginning, remember, the previous data, okay, the previous data, whatever you have, will be null, and next data will be pointing to the which we have to check. Now in this case, what you've done, you created a node, okay, that new node, whatever you created a node here, the data is whatever you want to insert. The next is pointing to the first because you want to insert at the beginning here. So already the first is holding the address here. That address is put it to the your first. That is how you're trying to do it here. If I put it in a pictorial form, okay, I have a data. So data can be anything. Now the first, this particular information address will be stored for this, okay, because it's a next. Now what is the previous for this? This full null will be here, okay. So null is inserted here, and remember I have to now remove this null because I have one more previous element here, okay. So that is what you're doing here. This still it is a pointer. So first previous, that is here, okay. This element, now instead of null, I'll be storing the address of t. T is nothing but this node, the total node of this. So this address, say for example 1000 or whatever the value, is stored here. So address of this is stored here, okay. That is what you're trying to do, okay. Now again, this is a must, otherwise you can't travel back, you can't travel to any list if you miss this particular information. So head or the first or whatever the name you give, this is the important what is a line for us, because you require to reassign the value of address. If you miss this tag, you can't travel. Always, though you have added, you are not you missed with the first value here, okay. So first will be considered here like this, okay. So be careful. Now at this, once you have done the changes, you created the address of this, reassigned. Now the first value is assigned with this, okay. So now your first will be this newly inserted data. I hope it is clear for you. Is it fine? Is it clear? Insertion in the beginning, okay. It will be same for the next also. So what is that? Insert at the back. So it is nothing but you're trying to insert the first part here. You're checking whether it is at the, you're traveling until the null is there, okay. If it is initial itself is you want to add, okay, there is no empty list, okay. So you require to check here. The initially you're inserting at the beginning, first you're checking, here you're checking for the last, okay. So if it is empty, you can't do that because it is there is no list itself. If you have the, if you're out of this condition is not met, then what you're doing, you're creating a node, okay. So once the creation of the node is done, what you're trying to do, you're trying to insert, okay. So what is done here, the next value is created because it's a null. The always the last value, if you remember, will be having a null here, okay. This value will be null. So you're creating a one node and its last value will be, or the next value which was the, will be holding the null here, okay. So that is what you're trying to do here, okay. Next is null, and what happens to the previous will be the last is holding always the as the first you are holding the header value, the last will be holding the last address of that, okay. So that is being assigned here, reassigned. And what is done here, this pointer, okay, last next, that is nothing but previously last was this, okay. Now you're reinserted one more node, okay. So this is a node and here you created a null and its value, whatever address is being put it here, and you require to remove this null. That is what I have to do. So where is this null? This value is going to be replaced, and now the last value which is holding in the previously first is being reassigned. Similarly, last is a pointer which has to be pointing to now this address, okay. So you are just updating the all the pointers values, that's all, okay. So you are reassigning the last value with whatever the newly created address, the node of the value, okay, address of the new node. I hope it is clear. Is it clear for you? The insertion at the beginning, insertion at the back. Remember, in a linked list, you have to update the pointers. In the singly linked, only one address or the pointer has to be updated. But in doubly linked, you have to take two more steps. One to update your header value as well as the beginning, previous value and the next values. Okay, so some more additional programming or the steps to be required in the doubly linked. That's the reason it is complex. Okay, but still it is being used for some of the examples or some of the applications. Is it clear? Basically all the linked list, if you see, you have to be good in the pointers. Okay, the pointers are the one which we will be using in the linked list, and if you miss the first pointer, that is a header value, then you can't travel to any of the linked list. That is the main information, important link for that. Okay, so if you have, it is identification of a link basically. So it should be important. Always you require to update or keep a proper information in a header. Okay, if you miss that, you can't get any of the element. Hope it is clear for you. Can you confirm? Any questions? Let me know. No questions? Okay. So let us go for the, so we have seen insertion in the beginning. So your work is updating the first element, okay, update, creating a node and update the first value, that is the previous and the next of your node, newly created node, with appending the next element. Okay, but in the case of appending at the or inserting at the last, you are appended the last pointer, the pointer which is stored in this point where it is pointing to the last element. Okay, now if I want to insert this, we have seen in a append in the case of singly linked also. Can you guess what all change to be done? Can you give an information? Already the code is there here. Okay, so the only we require to do some more iteration. If you see the number of lines here, it is bit increased, or 2-3 lines are increased, basically to just update your previous and the next. Okay, so if I take an example of say three elements, same as my singly linked list, I have taken three list, okay, nodes basically. And remember, doubly linked, I have three space. Okay, one for data, I'll just store 1, 2 and 3, and these are the address. I will take again the same kind of address location. Okay, so what is stored here? It is stored this. Okay, so this value is storing here, and this is storing the 4000, and here it is storing the null. And how about here? It is a null here. This is how a doubly linked list will, what will be here basically. I missed that, I have not put here. So this is 3000, but how, what will be stored here? This will be storing the 2000, if you, because it is the this particular information is stored here. Now what will be stored here? It will be storing the 3000. Hope it is clear for you. Okay, so this is the change what you can see compared to the singly linked list. Now I'll take the same condition. Say for example, I want to insert, okay, after the first, this is the first element, this is the second node, this is the third node. I want to insert in between here. Okay, so what it does, in any case, your insertion means I'll be creating one node. That's all. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I'll be creating one node. Whatever data you send, say for example 5, will be inserted. That is what you're doing here. Okay, data equal to number. Now when this will be increased or whatever it happens, when you have want to insert in between or something, it will just check which position you want to insert here. Now condition I have taken, insert after 1. Will it enter to this for loop? Will it enter to this for loop? Yes or no? Student, can you answer? I want to insert, this is the first node, second node, third node. I want to insert after 1. Will it enter to this for loop or not? Yes. That means you are not listening, or are you there or not? Hello. I'm asking whether the for loop will be executed or will it enter to this for loop. If I want to insert after 1, say for example, I want to add after 1.
Ma'am, I don't think it'll be inserted like into the for loop.
Yes, it will not go to, because you are just checking less than, okay, less than 1, because I is already 1, so it is not less than, so it will not enter to this, okay. But if you are inserting at this position after 2 or something, it will enter to this, okay. Now what is, how it will be executing? I'm just taking a typical example. If I'm not entering here, how the pointer, where will be the pointer? I will just check that. So this is a T node. This is your newly inserted created node here. Now data, whatever is number, say for example 5 is being added here. Now what will be the pre is nothing but q. Where is this q here? Now q is nothing but you are inserted, whatever initially you are creating the q. Always you see this, the for loop, if you are initializing, where is the q is initialized? See this, though it is not executed to this for loop, it will initialize q equal to first. Where is this first? First is nothing but this. So q is assigned with the 2000. Okay, so q is 2000. Now what is done? Pre, this pre, okay, the t pre, that is means here. Okay, so I'll be storing 2000 here. Okay, q next is nothing but q next. Where is this q? Q is now still pointing here. This, instead of now this one, I'll be revalue is given as 3000. This will be storing a 3000. This will be 2000. This will be 3000. Okay, now what you're trying to do? See this, t next is nothing but a q next. That is what I've done. Then q next, where is q next? Q next is this 2000. Okay, this 2000 is replaced with the t value. Say t is at the position some 8000. Okay, now this value is replaced. I'll just erase. Initially it was this. Okay, now what is done? It is being changed, modified with the, what will be done now? Can you tell me what will be changed with? It is changed with the your 8000 here. Okay, initially it was pointing to 3000, now it is pointing to this 8000. Okay, so that is what you have done. Then q t next, what is this q t next? This is what you have done here actually. Okay, so t next is nothing but this position is being assigned, and q pre is nothing but your previous value. Now here you have done already, you have done that previous value is being stored here. Okay, so that is what you can this is actually you can not required, because you have done this here. Okay, so that is what you have done the initially. So now this will be reassigned. Okay, so you have 2 more extra pointer, because it is at this position you have 1 extra space, you have 1 more extra space here because for the doubly link. So that has to be updated. That's a change compared to your singly linked list. I hope it is clear. Any program, you just take example and you can do that, then only you can follow that. So please practice. Okay, so next one is deletion of a first node. Deletion of a first node is very simple. Always remember, the linked list, the main information is the first element and your last or the header value. Okay, so if you keep them properly, you can travel in any of your list, linked list basically. Okay, so if you want to delete the first node, okay, you have 3 nodes, say for example, you want to delete that first node. So what changes you have to do? If I want to delete the first node, say I have 3 nodes, I want to delete this one. So what is the change? That is important to note. Okay, so for example, this will not change because you are not doing anything, you are not changing the address of this. Okay, but there is a change in this address. What will be that? You have to store this as a null, because this going to, when you delete, okay, the first node, this has to be null, and your first, the pointer which is assigned initially this as the first, has to be reassigned to this value. Say for example, this is 3000 and this is 5000 for me. Okay, so initially you have first as the 2000, but now I have to reassign this as a first, and I have to put this as a null, which was previously holding the address of the this particular first node. Now I have to reinitialize to null here. And what else I have to do? I need not do anything. I need not keep this account of this. Do you agree? That's all I have to do. There is nothing. Only in insertion I have to do so many other things, but in the deletion I need not. I have to reassign. This is important one, and I have to reassign this to the null because it is not pointing to any previous value. But here, what is the next one? Here they have taken a care here. If initial, the first node itself is empty, there is no list at all, then what should be done? How it should be handled? That's all you have done here. Okay, so that is the condition for the deletion. Okay, so if there is only one element, you are deleting that, then first and last has to be null. It is similar. You are trying to simulate as your creation of an empty list. Okay, that is what you are reassigning the value of a first and last as a null here. That is what you have done here. Is it clear? There is a few extra steps to deletion at the first. Now deletion at the end. I'll just give the concept. I will not go to the whole code here. So if I want to delete this last, okay, what was happened here? Will it change the first value? There is no effect in this case. Okay, but the last value will be updated. Okay, last pointer will be, you're going to update, but you're initially this was holding address of this, whatever the pointer. Now you're reassigning that. Okay, so this becomes a null here. So this is not at all, I need not bother here. Okay, I need not update this content, but you require to update the null in your last place. Okay, last, whichever you want to delete. I hope it is clear. So that is the deletion. Deletion is a bit easier because you need not store the data or delete the reinsert the address value and all that, but only you require to update the proper place, the null value. Okay, so that is what is required, because the end of your list is identified by the null value. That is important for us. Yes, hope it is clear for you. Okay, now why I have to do this specifically, this point? Can anybody tell? See, I have removed all the address references, but why I have to do this? Can anybody tell me? Yes?
Ma'am, it'll be a hanging pointer, like.
No pointer. There is no point. I've actually, memory is not released. That's the reason. If you remember dynamic memory allocation and all that, so we are creating a node with the new. Okay, that is the dynamic memory allocation word for us, new. So we are allocating the memory by that word. Okay, dynamically I'm allocating that, but at the same time, if I don't do this line, okay, if I don't do this, though the references are removed, okay, so when you execute the program, okay, memory is not released. Okay, so the pointer q is itself is the node for me. Okay, when always the q is nothing but a node for me, so it will be allocating how many memory. If it is a doubly linked, one for your holding the address, another for the data, another for your address. So that much of memory is not released. Okay, actually, so that's a reason you have to be careful when you're doing with the structures and all that. You have to when you create a keyword called a delete, you require new, you are created with a new, So it is always better to go with the deletion of that or releasing. Basically, you are reutilizing the memory here. Okay? That's the reason we have done this. If you don't do also, it works, but the memory have all the other things will be stored there only. It will be kept as it will be junk value for us. Yes. Okay. Now nth node. How we have done a insertion at the nth value? You can do the insertion at particular point. Okay. So we have seen add after particular point. Now you can delete particular point also. So you're just giving a number, which node you want to delete. Okay. So what care you have to take, whether that many length is exist or not. Okay. Say if I want to delete the fifth node, but you should make sure whether fifth node is exist or not. Okay. So there will be some condition whether it exists or not. Okay. So if doesn't exist, so this particular information will be held. Okay. So if the code, if we say I have 10 nodes are there and I want to delete the fifth one of them. So first of all, you have to point to the fifth element. That is what you are trying to do it here. Okay. So if the condition is met or something, it is within the whatever condition we have. So it will go to the fifth element, so fifth pointer. Okay. So the fifth point it will be pointing. Then what it will do? It will be you're deleting. But once you delete, since it is a doubly linked list, you require to reassign the value. Very important. So I'll just take 3 nodes. Okay. Just to reduce the length of that. I have 3 nodes and I want to delete the second node, say for example. So within the limit of my for loop I have. So I want to delete, but extra care I have to take. What all I have to do the extra care? Data doesn't change. Okay. I have to delete this. Okay. So to delete, I have to reassign this to this. Okay. This value, whatever I have to do, I will just connect. So this should store the next value, and at the same time I have to reallocate the previous value which is stored with the this element. I have to remove. Okay. I have to reinsert with the or re-update with this particular value. So previous and the next, okay, values of the whatever the side by the neighbors has to be updated. That is what done in this particular part. Okay. So hope it is clear for you. Any doubt? So you're checking in this case whether you want to whatever you want to delete. Say if I want to delete the fifth node, but fifth node itself doesn't exist here. So you're executing this line. If it exists within the boundary of whatever I have the nodes, then your work is not to restore, and this data itself is I'm going to release. I want to release means I'm just dereferencing the values here. That's all. Okay. And delete T because just I'm deleting that particular node here. Okay. So that is what we have done here. I hope it is clear. Is it fine? It's easy to understand. I hope so. Okay. This is if you have done all the deletion insertion, this is very quite simple one. You are just going same as your what do you say singly linked list. There is no change. You are just displaying all the list. So going until the end of that. How you find the end of the list? That is the null value of the next value. Next is always the null in the your last element, last node of that. So you're traveling up to that and you're printing the data, whatever you have. So that will be the for today's class. Any doubt? Is there any doubt? Is it? Are you comfortable with the linked list? Okay. Did you follow today's class? No answer. What should I consider that?
Yes, ma'am.
You
Ma'am,
followed.
wrote
Yes.
something.
Okay. But please, it looks very simple when someone explains. But when you go through the code, you will find difficult because it is all dealt with the pointers. Okay. So remember the structure of the linked list. Singly linked list, you have only one reference, that is next. But in the case of doubly linked, you have a previous one memory storage which is linking to the previous element. Next is the one which is linking to the next value. So whenever you do insertion, deletion, you require to update these extra pointer values. That is missing in the case of array. So you need not do anything referencing with the array. Array is just referenced by the array name and its index, okay? Because it's a continuous location. But that is not true with the linked list. It can be randomly allocated. The nodes can be allocated in random memory position, and you require to refer them. If you miss that reference, you can't get back. That is very important in the case of linked list. So careful in doing those. And if you're working with the programming, be careful in deleting the whenever you complete with the deletion of a node, try to release the memory also. Otherwise, it will take a lot of memory. Okay. So that is for today's class. So next class we will be doing some more example. I'm not done examples with the your some concept with the your doubly linked or singly linked list. So we will do that. Okay. Fine. I think your this quiz is timetable is not come, but approximately next week you will be having the quiz. Am I right? 10 marks. Correct. So there will be 20 questions and 10 marks for that. So prepare all your concept, okay, and some of the programming part also for the selling release or something like that. Yes, any doubt?
Before.
Hello?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Ma'am, what will be the time period for the tests?
It has not come from the official this one. I'll let you know once I get that.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, but it is for 10 marks, 20 questions. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Okay.
could you please share the slides on MS Teams, please?
Oh, you mean to say recordings?
No, ma'am, the slides and the codes, if you could please upload it on MS Teams.
Codes? Which codes you are referring to? The
Like
slides,
this.
right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, the slides.
Huh. Okay, okay, I'll do that. But are you able to get the recordings? Because I'm not aware with the F section. I'm sorry, E section. F section, I think they will be able to access the recordings. How about the E section? Are you able to access the recordings? Any issues? Did you try? Let me know, because some we are not added the E section as a member. So if there is any issues in getting that recording, let me know that. Okay. Fine. Okay. You can put it in the chat or something. You can. I will do the needful. Okay. Then I'll conclude today's class. So we'll meet on the next class. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.